Hello to all and assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to another interview on Break Your Face TV. Abdullah's Baid with you as always, and also as always, we have another special guest, a legend at Brave Combat Federation and in the MMA industry, the current Brave Super Lightweight World Champion, Mr. Eldar Eldarov. How are you, brother?
Walaikum salam. I'm
It's
good,
good.
thank you.
It's
Everything
good
is
to have
good.
you with us. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. It's good to have you with us
Thank
for the
you
very
for
first time.
inviting. Yeah, just
Thank you.
last days of preparation, and we will fight again soon.
Nice, nice. Are you ready? How do you feel leading up to it? Are you ready for war?
Yeah, of course, of course.
Yeah.
I had a good training camp, and there was some injuries, but right now I'm ready, inshallah. And this time I'm fighting weight. Another division, so
Yeah,
not
yeah.
hard weight cut and feeling good.
That's good. That's good. And what's the routine like now? These last couple of days before the fight, what's it like now?
And now just focusing on my weight and doing some technical drills,
Yeah.
nothing hard, just how to say, like recovering from hard camp, training camp, and
Yeah.
saving my energy for the 12th of December.
Inshallah, good stuff, good stuff. You know, Eldar, it's been a while since we've seen you in the cage. Now, of course, we've seen you on the side of the cage a lot. We know you're coaching fighters. You've clearly been busy with that the last couple of years, training top talent, including Hamza Kohiji, Abdallah Al-Gahtani, of course, Shorty Torres. I want to start by asking you, which do you prefer, training fighters or fighting and training yourself?
To be honest, like I'm in the gym every day 4 hours. So morning 2 hours and evening 2 hours. I'm coaching, and for me, I would prefer to train 8 hours a day than to coach 4 hours a day. Like to train is always easier because the you physically, of course, you'll be tired, but mentally, and like you need big sabr to be to be a coach. Like it's
Yeah, yeah.
not easy, to be honest. To be a coach, it's responsible first of all, and when you are fighting, it's only you about your career. But when you are coaching national team, it's about the country, about the national team, about all guys, and you know it's a big responsibility. And yeah, I think coaching is harder for me.
Yeah, yeah. You know something I've always wanted to ask a coach. Obviously, MMA is a very competitive sport. It's very rare that a fighter has an undefeated record. There's always wins and losses. You yourself, mashallah, you have an incredible record, 13 wins, only one loss. You've also experienced coaching fighters who have won and lost. Most recently, Hamza Kohiji, mashallah, beautiful performance at Brave 65. On the other hand, unfortunately, our good friend Abdallah Al-Gahtani took his first loss. Now, I would imagine taking a loss is never easy, but in your experience, is it more difficult taking a loss as a coach or as a fighter?
No, it's as a fighter, it's always emotional. You just said because of all training camp you've done, and all people behind you watching online, like sitting, especially family. They are sitting watching TV. Your parents, your brothers, and when you start to think that you lost in front of them, this is more emotional. For the coach, it's I don't know what about others, but for me, I always have my long-term plan development for every fighter, and every fighter have like I have a file about each fighter in my team and his information and how he progress or regress. Like uh, and when somebody lose, first of all, what I do, I sit, I start to watch fights, and to see mistakes. I make notes and I give fighter a few days rest and then bring him to the gym and start to work on his mistakes. This is how it works as a coach. Like you need to have a cold mind and nothing emotional. It's just you need to learn from each fight. He win or he lose. You just look at how he performed. So this is most important for the coach, I think.
Yep. And as a fighter, your last fight was in January 2021. It's been almost 2 years now. Could you give us some insight as to why you've been away for so long, and how does it feel now that you're about to step back into the cage after almost 2 years being away from it?
Yeah, it's not a good feeling because you know when you see somebody fighting, you always want to you get this adrenaline and you just want to be there and you want to hear announcer to announce your name, to come out, to make happy your team, your family. It's best feeling. Like when you are not fighting, I don't feel good. Like not feeling how to say, like you know, you're feeling alive when you are fighting, training, and you are in good shape. But normal life, like you know, some people they just want to, they like calm life, and some fighters I see they just stop fighting and totally forget about training or something. I cannot do that. Like if I'm not in the gym every day, I feel bad. So uh, there was few reasons. I don't want to talk about all, but one of them was end of last year, before Brave Russia event. I got a COVID and I was in a hospital and I got pneumonia and it was a bad virus for me. Like my cardio, everything got damaged. Like I gained weight from some hormones they gave me for like for treatment, and I just was recovering long time. And just now, like recently, like few months ago, I started proper training after that, and it affected me a lot. I still don't know in fight will it still affect my performance or no, but we will see. Inshallah, everything will be okay. Like in sparrings now, I feel good, but doctors always controlling now. You know, I'm doing blood tests, other tests, and checking because health is most important. Our life continues, like fighting, not fighting. So I have to take care of my health also.
Of course. Alhamdulillah, you're feeling better. So the ring rust that people talk about, fighters, coaches, commentators, analysts, everyone seems to mention ring rust. Is this a bit of a concern? Is this also part of the reason why you're moving up a weight class and not fighting in super lightweight for your first fight back?
Not it's not a reason because I informed Brave that I'm ready to defend my title in December.
Mm-hmm.
I told them that, and I knew that they are planning event in Bahrain, but for some reason they didn't like confirm the dates. Like long time it was. First they say 30th of December, then 12th of December, then 1st of December. I just was training and waiting, and it was November already. Then I think because the date was moving, I don't know, arena problem or what, like why they was not sure about the date, and they decide to make interim title in Germany. And I didn't get my Schengen visa, unfortunately, to be there, and they decide to make this interim title. But for me, I was ready to defend in December, because if I'm ready, why they should fight for the interim belt? So it's something which I don't know why it's happened. Like maybe it was a plan for Brave to promote an interim title, and current champion. But for me, anyways, I would fight first and second number of rankings. So they are fighting each other, and the winner will come to me anyway. So no problem.
Is there anyone you prefer to fight? So do we know, has it been announced yet who's fighting for the interim title? And is there anyone that you feel you want to fight?
It's a Brazilian guy who represents Germany. His name
Okay.
Joelton, and one guy from Moldova. He last fight he won in Brave in Bahrain against Luan Santiago with submission. These two guys are number one and number two in updated record rankings of Brave, so they are fighting each other now.
Is there anyone you prefer to win? Is there anyone you'd like to face in the cage?
To be honest, for me, I think my plan was to fight them one by one. Like I told them, give me number one or number two who is ready.
Yeah.
Then they told me that Joelton, he has to fight in Germany because he has big support there and crowd.
Okay.
So they decide to give him fight there. Then I told them, okay, give me the second guy. So I was waiting for the date, and during this, I just saw announcement the fight between them. So I was surprised, but at the end, the best will come to fight for the title. So I think it's fair.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It should be interesting. Now, before that, though, you have another opponent ahead of you who seems like quite a challenge. An undefeated record, 8 wins, 0 losses. Only one of his fights went to decision, 3 KOs or TKOs, 4 submissions. Denis Maher, interestingly enough, also had his last fight in 2021. Both of you finished your last fights by TKO in the first round. I'm not sure if you knew that. What's the plan here for Denis? Without giving too much away, how do you think you're going to hand him his first loss?
First of all, I want to say that this guy is a real challenge for me in striking, because he's famous as an amateur fighter also, because I have friends who competed with him in amateur career, and they were sending messages to me about his, high level striking. So for me, it will be a challenge. He didn't have a test with wrestlers and grapplers, I think, in his MMA career, from what I saw. But his striking is really good, and I will not underestimate this guy. And but still, I wanna test my striking skills. I think last fight I showed good striking. The fight before, when I won the belt, I fought like almost 70% into fight was stand-up fight, and I didn't lose any round. So maybe I lost one round in my championship fight, but referees gave me 50-45. So I'm confident about my striking as well. So it's a challenge for me, and for sure you will see some fireworks in striking.
Inshallah, we are looking forward to it. Anytime we see you fight, Eldar, we're always looking forward to it. And we cannot wait for this upcoming fight. Moving up to super welterweight. Ladies and gentlemen, Eldar Eldarov fighting at the main event on Monday, December 12 at Brave CF 67. Stay posted right here for how to watch and get ready for a battle. Eldar, brother, thank you so much for your time. We wish you all the best and safety and health, of course.